1984 serves as a warning about the dangers of totalitarianism, government surveillance, propaganda, and the manipulation of truth. Orwell warns about the potential consequences of unchecked government power, where a single ruling party, embodied by Big Brother, exercises complete control over all aspects of life, politics, economy, culture, and even personal thoughts.
They're gonna get
In a society where the government controls information and shapes the narrative to serve its interests, the citizen is under constant surveillance through telescreens, microphones, and informers. So how far are we from this reality that George Orwell tried to warn us of? Or, are we currently living in it unaware? For example, in 2005, the Chinese government initiated the development of a nationwide mass surveillance system known as Skynet.
Skynet has become self-aware.
The system is designed to monitor and analyze activities in real time, identify individuals through facial recognition, and track movements, and is the largest video surveillance system in the world. This system is aimed at creating a comprehensive surveillance network that covers urban areas, public spaces, transportation hubs, government buildings, and commercial districts, and is deployed across the country. According to Chinese officials, only 6,522 people were reported to have been murdered in 2021, a figure said to be down about 80% from 2 decades ago. This suggests a significant reduction in the number of homicides over a relatively short period. There is no denying that it has brought about some positive changes in society, but this positive transformation may also serve as a disguise for something sinister. Estimates suggest that there were 200 million surveillance cameras in China as of the last few years, and it's only going to increase by millions every year, with China's rising population, and this is only the tip of the iceberg. Surveillance drones, robot police, and even the apps on your phone are designed to collect as much data as possible from an individual. If this doesn't sound alarming, China has a well-known system of internet censorship and surveillance often referred to as the Great Firewall of China. This involves the monitoring and control of online content, restricting access to certain websites and platforms,
Access denied,
and monitoring online activities. For example, in the spring of 1989, thousands of students and intellectuals led a series of demonstrations in Tiananmen Square in Beijing, protesting against increasing inequality, corruption, and unemployment. As the protests continued to grow, the Chinese government, led by the Chinese Communist Party, declared martial law and ordered the People's Liberation Army to clear Tiananmen Square of protesters. Instead, the military used force, including live ammunition, to disperse the crowds. As a result, several hundred to several thousand civilians were killed in the process. Following the crackdown, the Chinese government imposed strict censorship measures to control the narrative and prevent the spread of information.
No! God, please, no!
Reports of the events were suppressed, and the government sought to shape public perception of the incident. This type of censorship applies to many popular international social media platforms and services, such as Gmail, Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and even VPN services, which are used to bypass the Great Firewall and access blocked content. Instead, China's most popular messaging and social media app, WeChat, developed by the Chinese tech company Tencent, provides a range of features, including messaging, social networking, and mobile payments. On the surface, it certainly sounds good. One app that can do everything with a simple click, but such a monopoly of data may give the platform significant power over users' information. This power can be exploited for commercial gain, potentially leading to unfair or exploitative practices. This is not an exaggeration, as we will see later in this video. This lack of choice can result in users accepting the terms and conditions, privacy policies, and features of the dominant platform without viable alternatives. WeChat, like many other internet services operating in China, is subject to censorship regulations imposed by the Chinese government. Messages sent through WeChat, especially in group chats, are subject to monitoring by Tencent. This implies that specific content, discussions, and topics may be monitored and restricted by what is commonly referred to as the surveillance police. This monitoring is under Chinese regulations that require internet companies to assist in censorship and surveillance efforts. In the early stages of the COVID-19 outbreak, there were reports of local authorities in Wuhan suppressing information about the virus and punishing whistleblowers. Dr. Li Wenliang, who first raised the alarm about the coronavirus in late 2019, shared information about the virus in a private chat group with other medical professionals, warning them of a potential outbreak and advising precautions. Instead of being praised for his efforts, Dr. Li and several other doctors were accused of making false statements. However, the information shared by Dr. Li proved accurate, and the virus was later identified as the novel coronavirus, which causes COVID-19. In 2013, Edward Snowden, who was a former National Security Agency contractor, leaked a vast number of classified documents, which revealed some bombshell accusations against big tech companies. The documents exposed the existence of various mass surveillance programs that involved the collection of electronic communications data on a global scale. According to the leaked documents, one such program revealed the existence of a classified program known as PRISM, operated by the United States National Security Agency. PRISM allegedly allows the NSA to collect a wide range of user data, including emails, photos, videos, and other communications held by major technology companies, including Microsoft, Google, Apple, Facebook, and others. Leaked documents also shed light on how our privacy is handled by big tech companies and showcase the vulnerability of our private data. For example, a 2013 leaked document also revealed another program known as the Bulk Telephony Metadata Program, which involved the collection of phone records in bulk from telecommunications providers. The bulk collection of phone records involved the NSA obtaining metadata, information about phone calls, such as call duration, numbers involved, and the time of calls, from millions of Verizon customers on an ongoing basis. The program sparked widespread public concern and raised questions about privacy, civil liberties, and the extent of government surveillance. PRISM is just one component of the global surveillance programs. The Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, consisting of the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, collaborates on signals intelligence activities, sharing information and resources on a global scale. Moreover, devices like Alexa are always listening, and Amazon collects a lot of data. The concern is that the information Alexa and Ring gather can be used to make detailed profiles about users, like their habits and where they are, and this information might be sold or used in targeted ads.
Ad wall?
There's also a danger of hackers getting hold of this data, which could result in identity theft and cybercrime. With the rise of AI, tech companies can use machine learning algorithms, often operating in real time, to identify patterns, predict user actions, and personalize experiences, further enhancing the depth and breadth of metadata gathered from users.